Bon Jambo Uzuri Watoto, which means hello, beautiful children in Swahili, and welcome to Family Rewards of Life. My name is Gloria Kirkland-Holmes. I am your hostess today, and we are very honored and privileged to have some beautiful children from the Dr. Walter E. Cunningham School for Excellence, located in Waterloo, Iowa. The very fine principal there is Mr. Craig Sadler, and accompanying these students today is Miss Mary Peterson, the Title I teacher at the Cunningham School. Don't touch that dial because we're going to go right to our very special guests and have them introduce themselves. So let's begin today with Lawrence. Lawrence, will you tell our friends your first name, your last name, and all your names, and how old you are?
My name is Lawrence Taylor III, and I'm 9 years old.
All right, thank you, Lawrence. And who's your teacher at Cunningham?
Ms. Vogel.
All right, thank you. And let's go to our friend Max. Max, will you introduce yourself, please?
My name is Maxwell Laverne Marie Villa, and I'm 9 years old, and I'm in a multi-age class with 3rd and 4th, and I'm 9 years old.
Very good. I'm glad to hear that you're in a multi-age classroom because I didn't know they had that one. All right, thank you. Let's go to our friend Elizabeth.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Peters. I am 10 years old.
All right, thank you, Elizabeth. And Elizabeth, who's your teacher at Cunningham School? Do you have one teacher or many? Oh, you're our special guest today. All right, you must be associated with this beautiful young lady over here. Okay, well, welcome to our show. We're glad to have you today. All right, and let's go to our friend Kamara. Did I say your name right? Kamara. Okay, Kamara, introduce yourself, please.
My name is Kamara Amira Dalrymple, and I am also in Miss Vogel's class with Max, Lawrence, and the multi-age group, and I am 9 years old.
All right, thank you. And let me go back to my friend Elizabeth for just a minute because we're glad to have her here. Elizabeth, can you tell us your age and the school that you go to?
I am 10 years old, and I go to Dunkerton School.
To which school? Dunkerton? Oh, very good. Thank you for being on our show today. All right, it's kind of cool to have a guest too. All right, let's go to our friend Jaden.
My name is Jaden Joseph Nino, and I go to Cunningham. I'm 10, and I'm in the same class as Kamara, Max, and Lawrence.
All right, so all of you are in the multi-age class?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. We'll get to hear a little bit more about that today. All right, thank you. Did I have everyone introduce themselves? All right, you've heard from those beautiful children, these beautiful children here on our show today. We would like to thank the Waterloo Community School District, along with the families of these children and KBBG radio station for making the proper arrangements for these students to appear on Family Rewards of Life. All right, we're going to go to our special guest. First of all, your school is named after someone special. Have you all ever heard about Dr. Walter Cunningham?
Yeah.
All right, someone started that conversation for us. Would you start, Lawrence? What have you heard about Dr. Walter Cunningham?
That I know that he was the person that had Cunningham started.
Well, okay. All right, and Kamara, you've heard something about him?
I know that he was a teacher at East High School.
All right, so what else did we hear? Do you know where he lived before he passed away? Where do you think he lived, maybe? Yes.
I think in Waterloo.
Yes, you're right. He lived in Waterloo, Iowa. All right, and he was one of the first African
American principals, and my grandpa Laverne Matlock, that's R.I.P. That's wrestling in the ground and gonna go to heaven, and he was best friends with him.
Okay, so you knew something about Dr. Cunningham. Did you ever meet him in person?
I think when I was about 1 year old.
Okay, so you had a personal connection to Dr. Walter E. Cunningham. All right, well, thank you, and we're glad that your school is named after this great man, and you're right. He was one of the first African-American principal named in the state of Iowa. All right, and he just happens to have been from Waterloo, Iowa, and now a school, elementary school located in Waterloo, Iowa, is named after him, this great man. All right, so thank you for sharing that. Let's go to your school and find out, first of all, what are some of your favorite subjects that you like at school? What do you like, Kamara, at school?
My favorite subject is math, and right now we're doing measurement.
All right. And how about our friend Elizabeth? Elizabeth, what are some of your favorite subjects?
I like math and social studies.
Ooh, cool. And what are you all doing in math at your school?
Well, we're doing multiplication problems and double timesing.
Okay. Well, good luck to you on that. I remember trying to learn that, but I'm sure the way that you're learning is different from the way that we did. All right, thank you. Okay, how about Lawrence? What are some of your favorite subjects?
My favorite subject is gym and social studies.
Tell us, what is going on in your gym class?
We do basketball,
Oh,
and we do different kinds of basketball drills.
all right. What are you learning in social studies?
We learn about the human body.
Okay. All right, thank you. And Max, what are some of your favorite subjects at school?
My favorite subject is art, gym, and math. Sorry.
Okay, so what are you all doing in art, in your art class?
Art, well, we're starting up an art club, and we're practicing our drawings, and like now we're learning about Vincent van Gogh, we just saw a biography about him, and
All right, great. Thank you for sharing that. How about our friend, let's see, Jaden?
my favorite subject is math and reading
Okay, what kinds of books do you like to read, Jaden?
because of Winn-Dixie.
Oh, okay. So do you read a lot, or do you read mostly at school?
I read mostly at school.
Okay, all right, thank you. And so did we hear from everyone okay. Now, thank you for sharing those favorite subjects with us. Tell us a little bit about the educational apps that you are able to play on your Kindle Fire. Now, I'm sure some of our friends out in Radio Land might be very interested in that. Who would like to begin that? Lawrence, will you start for us?
The app that we can play on the Kindle is that we got math apps, education apps, and reading apps.
Okay, so what do you all do with these apps?
First, we started off with a reading app. Then, our teacher, Miss Peterson, she had us try out some of these math apps.
Okay. You want to help us out some more there, Max?
Yeah, I want to say like the reading app we're reading because of Winn-Dixie, and we're trying to learn about like human traits from Winn-Dixie. Like now we just learned that Winn-Dixie was abandoned by his mom by Opal, and her and Opal's dad is like a turtle sticking his head out the window now.
Oh, so are you all reading that like in parts, or how are you
Like
doing?
on the Kindles and
Okay.
and
So,
sometimes on the books.
okay, so sometimes you read on the Kindle and sometimes you read the books, the actual books. Okay, do you have a preference? Do you have one that you like better than the other, maybe?
Maybe the Kindle.
Okay, all right. Kamara?
Another thing that we do on the Kindle, the reason how we get our great books, like because of Winn-Dixie, is because of Macavia. And Macavia is a website that we have, and our library teacher, Miss T. Evans, she taught us how to get books and things like that on Macavia so that we can read.
Okay, so you all are learning a lot of different apps. Well, let's go to our guest here, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, are you learning any special activities, or have you had any special experiences on the computer? Maybe at your school or at home? Do you like to get on the computer sometimes?
Yeah.
What do you like to do when you get on the computer?
Play this game at my school. It's Type to Learn.
It's called Type to Learn. What do you do with that game?
It's basically a game where you learn how to type better. So, there's a line where you put your fingers on the keyboard, and it gives you a sentence up top, and you have to type it in on bottom. And if you mess up, you want to try to get 100% so you can go on to the next one.
Oh, so this is a great way to learn how to type. Does it have like speed, how fast you're typing?
It has accuracy and it has speed.
Oh, I wish they had that when I was growing up. They made us type the hard way. So anyway, congratulations on that. And you know, a lot of jobs you still have to take a typing test to see your accuracy and speed. So that's a good thing that you're doing. Thank you. All right, how about our friend Jaden? Jaden, what do you like about the apps in the kindergarten?
Well, we get to do multiplication on them. There's a game called Bubble Pop, and if you pick the wrong number inside the bubble, you have to start all over again.
Okay, so tell us a little bit how that works. Okay, you say you have 2 times 4. What happens?
If you don't pick 8, you go back to the beginning.
Okay, and does it give you the right answer? Or do you have to figure it out on your own?
You have to figure it out on your own.
And does it say wrong answer?
The bubble turns red.
Oh, and if you get it right, the bubble turns.
It just pops.
All right, that's probably a pretty cool one too. All right, let's see. Did we hear from everyone on that kindergarten apps? All right, thank you. For those of you who are just tuning in, these are some very special students from the Dr. Walter E. Cunningham School of Excellence, and also we have a special guest today, Elizabeth Peterson from Dunkerton Elementary School. All right, so we are glad to have all of these children here, and accompanying them today is Miss Mary Peterson, the Title I teacher at the Dr. Walter E. Cunningham School for Excellence. All right, let's go to our next question. All right, I think Kamara mentioned the special app that you all are using in the library. Do you use that one in the library? Okay, what do you all have to say about that? Let's see, Max?
It's like pretty good. Like you get to read the book, and if you like don't want to read the book, you could have people read to you, and like on the computers and Kindles, and if you did the reading, then you can go to any games, and that's about it.
So, when you play with this special app in the library, the Macavia, do you sometimes choose for the person to read to you?
No, you just have it choose to read someone to read to you, and you get to choose different books and look up books, and you can put them if you have a backpack on the side, then you could check that book out, and if they have it in your library, then you could read it and take it home.
All right. Okay, Lawrence?
The name of the app is called the Macavia app, and our library teacher was the one that brought it so we can use it.
That was very special of her, right? And what's your librarian's name?
Miss Evans.
All right, very good. And how about Jaden? Jaden, did you want to say anything about that?
I like the Mac and Vita app because you get to put puzzles together and you get to read on your own and the computer can read to you.
That's pretty cool, isn't it? Well, let's go all the way to Dunkerton, Iowa. And Elizabeth, what is something cool about your library at Dunkerton?
That
So do you all get to go to the library like every week at your school, or how does
it's
it work?
either every other week or either it's twice a week or you don't have it at all on one week.
Okay, so when you go to the library, your class, what do you all do at your library?
We sit at tables and she sometimes read us a book, a chapter book that we've been working on, and then we go out and check out books.
Pretty cool. All right. And what types of books do you think you like?
I like mystery books.
You like mystery books? Okay, wonderful. All right, thank you for sharing with us. All right, let's go to our next question. All right, how does having the dictionary available with the touch of your finger help you? Now that's one that you probably have to tell our friends out in Radio Land about. Let's begin with Jaden this time. Jaden, how does having the dictionary available with the touch of your finger help you?
You can highlight the word. After you highlight the word, you can press on the dictionary and learn what the word means, and you can go to how to spell the word and how to say the word.
So you can do saying the word, spelling the word, and the meaning of the word? All right, so when do you get to use this? When do you use this the most, the dictionary?
When we're reading because of when they see on the Kindles.
Okay, so sometimes there are words you may not know. All right, cool. All right, Lawrence, what would you like to tell us about this dictionary being available at your fingertips?
All you have to do is, if you don't know a word, you put your finger on it and press dictionary, and it'll tell you what the definition of the word.
Ooh, I need to have one of those to carry around with me, too. Okay, how about you, Max? Do you have anything special you would like to say about that dictionary at your fingertips?
Yeah, because if I didn't know like a word, I could, and if I don't know how to pronounce it, I could look it up in the dictionary, and I could try to, and like usually, like when we're doing like running records with Mrs. Pearson, I could have, and if like I could have that help me, and if I didn't know like a word, then I could have the dictionary help me.
All right, and let's go to our friend Kamara. Kamara?
Well, when you're in 4th grade, things get harder than when you were in 3rd grade, and there's bigger words, and when you figure them out, then you can go to the dictionary and find out what that word means.
All right. Well, let's hear from our friend Elizabeth. Elizabeth, you all may not have the same dictionary, but do you ever get to use the dictionary?
Yes.
Okay, tell us about how the dictionary might help you.
If you're reading and you don't know what the word is, you can look it up in the dictionary.
Okay, thank you. And you know, I keep hearing the children saying Miss Peterson and this special book, and I'm not sure if this is the same Miss Peterson is sitting right next to us. All right, Miss Peterson, just tell our friends out in Radio Land a little bit about your job as the Title I teacher and some of the activities that you have these students doing.
Title I teacher at Cunningham. That means I work with small groups of students to help boost reading skills. We have the opportunity this year to have Kindles available for each student. Currently we are reading Because of Winn-Dixie, a great book that I love to do with all 4th grade students. I feel the use of the Kindle is really increasing their motivation. It's making them more independent, being able to use that dictionary component to it. We also have the books available too, so we can get in the book and turn the pages every once in a while. But it helps boost their reading skills.
Good. Now, does this help with spelling also? Or do you deal mostly just with reading?
Mainly reading, how they sound, knowing how to decode words, and comprehension of reading.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that. And you're just listening to Miss Mary Peterson, the Title I teacher at the Dr. Walter Cunningham School of Excellence. And many of these students were sharing that Miss Peterson is helping them with some of these activities. All right. Now, let's go to our next question. We're going to ask one more question about this Kindle Fire, and then we're going to kind of change our focus a little bit. When you're using that Kindle Fire, then what do you like best about it? Because some of us parents and some of our friends out in radio land may not have access to a Kindle Fire. Lawrence, what do you like best when you're using
I like
it?
best about the Kindle is that you can actually make the, if you're reading a book and you can't see it real good, you gotta put your finger and spread your fingers and then make the word bigger so you can read them.
Oh, isn't that great? For a lot of times books are written in just one size of letters, and sometimes some of us can't see them that well. All right, come on. Thank you, Lawrence.
One thing I like about the Kindle is that if you get a word wrong, then you can highlight it so then you know what word you need to practice on.
Ooh, that's pretty cool too. And so you can go back and practice that word until you get it the right way. All right, Elizabeth, you wanted to add something about that. Did you want to talk about the Kindle Fire or something differently? See, you're our guest. You can talk about almost anything. Okay, so do you want to talk about the Kindle Fire or just about how you're learning how to read more accurately in your grade? I know you like those chapter books. Okay, so you like learning how to read more accurately. All right, and learning to read better at your grade level and the books that you're reading. What do you do if there are words that you don't know?
In reading, if we're usually reading a chapter book, and if we don't know it, either we look it up in a dictionary or we try to sound it out.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Max, you would like to contribute to this conversation?
Yes, usually if I didn't have a Kindle to read, I could usually, if I didn't have the book or the Kindle, I could usually watch the movie that I got.
Awesome. Okay, so you have a movie up?
Yeah, we had a movie because of Winn-Dixie, and if anybody didn't see it, it's a good movie and it really touched my heart.
What was it about that movie that touched your heart?
It was about Orphle, I didn't say it right, but it's about a little girl getting a dog, and she found it in a grocery store that's called Winn-Dixie. So that's because she didn't think of a name because the dog was distracting the manager, and so that's how. So Orphel's dad said Winn-Dixie could keep it home, so that's how it touched my heart, and in different parts of the movie, I can understand.
Okay, so you were touched that they allowed that dog to be a part of their life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. Do you have a dog at home?
No, but I got a cat. My grandfather was going to give us a dog, though.
Okay, so good for you. Thank you for sharing that with us. Jaden, do you have something you would like to say about that? All right, so we are going to change focus just a little bit. When you grow up, what do you think you would like to do or to be in life? All right, let's begin with Jaden this time.
Be a professional dirt bike rider.
Oh, okay. So tell us, what do you know about dirt bike riding?
I started when I was 3.
All right, and so you're still doing dirt bike riding? All right, so that could be a career for you, huh? All right, thank you. How about Lawrence? Lawrence, when you grow up, what do you think you might like to do or be in life?
I want to be a professional runner that runs in a track that goes in the Olympics.
Oh, okay. So did you get to see the Olympics last time? Did you see one of those runners? They had so many good ones. Did you see one of those runners that you were saying to yourself, one day I think I might like to run just like this person?
Yeah, and it's one time at where I live in Unity Square, it was a whole run that we ran around the block, and I was the first one back.
So you're fast already. Okay, you keep that up now. Okay, because those people in that Olympics, they practice all the time, especially like Gabby. Remember Gabby? Gabby practiced her gymnastics every day. All right, thank you. Let's go to our friend Max.
I want to be a doctor so I can find a cure for cancer and be the first Mexican president.
All right, well, you've got a good future ahead of you thinking about finding a cure for cancer and the first Mexican president in the United States. That's wonderful. Keep those dreams alive. All right, thank you. Let's go to our friend Elizabeth. Elizabeth, when you grow up, sometimes some people begin to think about this now, and some people say, oh, not yet. But when you grow up, what do you think you might like to do?
I want to be a nurse or a veterinarian.
Okay, tell us why you think you might like to be a nurse or a veterinarian.
I want to be a veterinarian because I love helping animals.
Oh, yes. And, you know, in so many parts of the world and in Iowa, we need the vets to take care of our animals, especially if they get sick or hurt. All right, good for you. Thank you. All right, let's go to our friend Kamara.
What I want to be when I grow up is a nurse, like my granny. And the reason why is because when I was little, I've always wanted to learn all these big types of words, and I love to learn about the human body system, and I always ask my granny questions when she's doing homework.
Oh, so you realize in order to become a nurse, you have to study and learn so you'll know what are proper treatments for people and how to care for them. Right, and so you have to study, and sometimes the words are pretty big.
Right now, I've been learning and asking my granny questions about the IV. Today, she just went to go do her test.
Oh, really? And how to, did you ask about how to insert an IV or how to?
She has all the little needles, and I let her use my stuffed animals. And she likes to do that with my stuffed animals, and she shows me how to do it.
Oh, so you're getting first-hand early experiences on becoming the nurse. Okay, very good. Did we ask everyone? Yes, go ahead, Elizabeth. You wanted to add something else about what you want to do in the future?
I want to be a nurse because my grandma's a nurse, and it seems like fun. I just like helping people.
All right, so your grandma's a nurse too, and helping people, that's a wonderful career to choose. Yes, Max?
Like, this is what my grandpa told me, like, you may be small, you may be short, but you never give up.
Oh, that's wonderful. What a great thought for your grandpa to tell you that. And with that, we're going to have to wind our show down today because we are out of time. And these beautiful children have been so wonderful. We are grateful to Lawrence Taylor. We're also grateful to Max Villa and Elizabeth Peterson, who's been our special guest today, and Kamara, how do you say your last name? Dalrymple. All right, and Jaden Nino, is that right? And the accompanying these beautiful students today is Miss Mary Peterson, the Title I teacher at the Dr. Walter Cunningham School for Excellence, and also
Mr. Christopher.
Mr. Say your name so they'll hear your voice.
Mr. Christopher.
All right, and he joined us in a little later in our show, but we're grateful that he is also here. And we'd also like to thank the very fine principal at the Dr. Walter Cunningham School for Excellence, Mr. Craig Sadler. We'd also like to thank the Waterloo Community School District, all of these children's families, along with KBBG radio station for for making the proper arrangements for these beautiful children to appear on Family Rewards of Life. We'd like to say happy Thanksgiving to all of you. We know that this show is after Thanksgiving, but we hope you all had a grateful one. And with that, I'm going to say Mandina Uzuri Watoto, which means goodbye, beautiful children, in Swahili. Thank you for tuning in. Tune in again next week for another edition of Family Rewards of Life. My name is Gloria Kirkland-Holmes. I've been your hostess today. Have a great day.